Madden Football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Ravens and the Bears. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the Chicago Bears. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Now a first down throw, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On first and 10, it's Herbert. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On that last carry. Here's second and 7. A shotgun snap, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. First and 10 at the 20-yard line. Handoff for Herbert. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. On second down, a run with Herbert. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, Herbert. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Santos' kick is up and through. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson, he's going to keep it himself. 11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They go play action with Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. The end result, 21 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman from 17 yards out. And the Ravens have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A huge play there for Chicago. 44 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
Here's a give to Herbert. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
One quarter done and 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 7-3 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the 2nd quarter. Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll go again with Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Jackson to throw. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They'll run with Dobbins. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and goal, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick-6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 56 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
2nd and 5.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. 2nd and 5 now. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. That one goes for 8 yards.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
87 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Play action. It's Jackson. Open man downfield is Duvernay. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. To throw is Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Dobbins trying the left side. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And boy, they hit that one.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Now Herbert. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 27, Fields. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and they will remain well behind.
Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well. Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a give to Dobbins running right.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now a handoff for Dobbins.
Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. But for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Third quarter action in Super Bowl 57. Here's a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Fields.
And this one's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Fields now to throw. That's complete to Mooney.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now a give, right side. Herbert, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From just shy of midfield, Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney,
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bears get a bit closer.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. That's caught. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here, because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Play action. Now Jackson steps away. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Jackson fighting his tight end Andrews for the Ravens' first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
Just 1 more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tavon Young in on the tackle.
run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Got an open man, it's Pringle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And it's caught. Touchdown. Darnell Mooney. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit for defense and make sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead. 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. And the Lombardi trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Jackson. Man open is Robinson.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
131 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Jackson, options out left. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. A handoff running left is Dobbins.
And yet again, nowhere to run. This time maybe we'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. Tucker's kick is good. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
On first down, it's Fields.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Now a throw in the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Fields throwing again. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.